Video. This is the Rope Masters videoKast, your source for the best in rope skipping instruction. Hosted by world champion Pieter Himpe.
Welcome to another episode of the Rope Masters videoKast. We are in Newton, Iowa, which is right in the middle of the country, and I found this really cool place to film at, so we decided we would do this episode here. I just got back from 2 months overseas in Australia and New Zealand doing a bunch of performances, and I had grand plans to film a bunch of videocasts while we were there. I had Luke Besson, who is the current world champion male individual. He was going to do one for me in a bunch, and then we had some technical difficulties. Mainly my microphone died, so I had to get a new mic. So unfortunately, we didn't get any film while we were there. But we are back in the States, got a new mic, and we're going to be doing a number of episodes with the videoKast coming up. This episode, I thought I would teach you some of the tricks that I learned while I was in Australia. I was hanging out at the Australian National Tournament. We saw a lot of really neat tricks, a lot of new things that I hadn't seen before, and because they have a real different style of jumping than I'm used to. So I was just kind of watching other people. I met up with Pieter Himpe, who is from Belgium. He was there as well. He's in charge of the rule committee, and he was showing me a few different things as well. So it was pretty neat. I learned quite a bit of stuff. So this episode, we're going to be covering a JV skill that I learned from Pieter Himpe that was kind of a step-through wrap combination. And then for the Varsity is one that I saw Luke Besson do that he showed me how to do real quick. And it's a reverse arm TJ and also a reverse arm toad. So we'll break them down, both of them, so that you can do them both.
The JV skill.
For the JV skill, we're going to be doing a rope wrap step through with a turn. I learned this from Pieter Himpe, and this is a trick he was just kind of goofing around and showing, and one of the things that I learned over in Australia. All right, now what it's going to look like when you finish, it's going to go over, here, through, and out. All right, so the way we're going to start off with this, you're going to start off just going over. The rope will come in front of you. What you're going to do is you're going to go into an EB. So you're going to bring your arm behind you. Doesn't really matter which one. You can do it either direction. I'm going to go with my left arm behind, so it's going to go here. Now, once you get to this spot, your rope's going to come over. At this point, instead of letting it come all the way over, as it's coming, you got to stick this arm out so it wraps onto this arm just like this. So when you go, it'll go over. Just pretty much just bring this arm straight out to the side, and it'll wrap onto your arm. So one more time, it goes up, comes over, and wraps. At this point, you're going to spin the rope up, so you're going to keep the rope moving. You don't ever want to have the rope just stop. You don't want to get to a point here, stop it, because then it kind of kills the flow of the movement. So you always want to keep the rope moving. So it's going to go over here. You'll notice that the rope's going to keep doing this position. So I'm going to bring this arm back in front. At this point, I'm going to pick up this leg here, which if my left arm's behind my back, I'm going to put my left leg up, step over. I'm going to take this arm, bring it up behind, kind of behind my head, just like this. So it'll basically go from here up over the head. I'm going to bring it down to this side. I'm going to be doing a 180 at this point also, so you notice I'll turn around, I'll pick up my right foot, step back over the rope, spin the rope out, and then I'm going to be ready to jump backwards. So we'll walk through that again. It's going to come over here, swing the arm out. At this point, it's going to come up. I'm going to bring this arm back in front of me, step over with my left leg. At this point, this arm's going to come up over the head. Now I'm going to turn. As I bring this arm around to the side, it's going to be out, step up, bring this out, and then jump backwards. So one more time, just a little bit faster. We'll go up, behind the back, over, spin. We're going to step. Got to step over that. Bring the arm up over the head, bring it out, swing out, and then jump backwards. And one more time, a little bit faster. Goes over, step, through. So you step over that, and then jump. Now I'll do it from this direction so you can see it from the other way. Goes over, here, step, around, out, and then jump. One more time, we'll go a little bit slower. You go over, bring it on out. At this point, it comes over, step over the rope with this foot, bring it up behind the head, turn, arm out, step out, and then jump backwards. So one more time, just full speed, here. Oh, one more time. Spin, around, up, and out. And that is how you can combine some step throughs, some wraps, and turns all at the same time to make kind of a different style of trick.
Varsity skill.
For the Varsity skill, we're going to be doing a sort of a reverse arm toad and then also a TJ. This one is a little bit different. Remember your regular toad, you're going to cross whatever hand's on bottom, you're going to cross under and jump there. So a regular toad looks like this. Now the reverse arm toad is going to be similar. It looks like that, but it's a lot more difficult to do just because of the way you're crossing. So normally when you cross with whatever hand's on bottom goes under that leg. For the reverse arm, what you do is whatever hand is on top, you're going to go under that leg. So instead of crossing here, I would take this hand, cross on top, and then go under. So I'm going to cross here. Now once you jump this, the difficulty is getting out of it. Getting into it is exactly the same as a regular toad. There's no problems there. It's coming out of it that the difficulty lies. So when you cross it here, once you jump it, you're going to have to bring your arms forward, get that hand around the foot, and then bring your hands back under. That's where it gets a little bit harder. So when you jump it here, you have to kind of miss that foot and then pull your arms back under. So you're going to go here, jump, and go. So you're going to kind of have to bring your hands out at the end of the cross, wait just a little bit, get that foot down out of the way, then you can bring your arms past, and then you can jump it. So one more time, it goes here, jump, and then out. Now, that one is a little bit easier. It's not necessarily a super difficult trick to do. The difficulty is when you try to do that as part of a TJ. So when you do it with the TJ, you're going to have to do it side swing, do that reverse cross, reverse arm toad, and then you got to bring your arms out, back, and then under, all in the air. That's where it's a little more difficult. Now when you do it with the TJ, normally your TJ, you go same side, same leg, and then back out. So you go left, and then out. For the reverse arm, it's a lot easier if you do the side swing on the opposite side. So if I'm going to do the toad or the toad under my left leg, I'm going to do my side swing on my right side. So I'm going to go here, remember, cross this hand, then come on top, and then go under. So I'm going to go here, cross, and then out. So once again, it's going to go here, in, and then out. Now I'm just still working on this one. I've gotten to do it a few times. Haven't quite got it with this rope, so I'm going to show it to you with the speed rope in the air when I actually do it. I'm going to walk through it a few more times with this rope just so you can see it a little better against this white background, and then I'll show you what it looks like with the speed rope. So you're going to go here, swing, toad, and then out. And if you remember, you're reaching out. I'll show it to you from one side from this side. You go here, here. You'll notice how I'm bringing my hands out, and then I'm bringing them back under. So it goes here, under, kind of bring them out, and then under with that. So you want to practice doing that one quite a bit just with a regular toad, so you feel somewhat comfortable with it. Then try doing it with the side swing. Remember, opposite side, cross, do your toad, bring your hands back out, and then under. Now, I'm going to actually show the demo for this trick indoors because my speed rope just broke right in half when I was trying to do this, so I'll actually show the demo indoors, but basically it's the same thing. Remember, side swing, toad, and then back out. And that is how you do the reverse arm toad and reverse arm TJ.
For more information, check out www.jumprm.com.